Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Roman Reigns has yet again had to face a shocking setback leading up to his WWE WrestleMania 41 Triple Threat match against CM Punk and Seth Rollins. The latest episode of Friday Night SmackDown saw the best in the world finally revealing the favor he sought from Paul Heyman. Punk kicked this week's SmackDown off, thanking his hometown crowd of Chicago. Paul Heyman entered the ring and asked the Second City Saint the favor he wanted as it affected his bond with his tribal chief. The former WWE champion said he would reveal it before Roman Reigns. In the main event segment, Roman Reigns appeared backstage in his car without responding to his Wiseman, went directly to the ring, and called out CM Punk to finally reveal the favor he wanted. However, Seth Rollins chose to come out and tell Reigns he wanted to hear what Punk wanted, and the last one to enter the ring was the Second City Saint. Punk finally revealed that in favor of helping Reigns and his bloodline at Survivor Series 2024, he wanted Paul Heyman to be in his corner instead of Reigns at Mania. The OTC asked the Hall of Famer to deny it. However, Paul Heyman shockingly accepted Punk's offer, leaving Reigns perplexed. Reigns tried to confront his Wiseman, but CM Punk attacked the undisputed tribal chief from behind. With the confirmation of Heyman being in Punk's corner, it might be confirmed that Roman Reigns will be retiring as tribal chief at WrestleMania 41. Last year, he inducted Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame, where, in a heartfelt speech, Roman spoiled that the day Wiseman is not at his corner, he will no longer be tribal chief. This year will be the first time Heyman will not be cornering Reigns since he adopted the tribal chief character. This confirms that Reigns may retire the legendary persona at the Showcase of Immortals. That said, the proposed angle above is speculative, and the fans have to wait to find out how the Triple Threat saga unfolds. WWE analysts supports a shocking ending for Roman Reigns vs Seth Rollins vs CM Punk's WrestleMania match. All three superstars involved in the WrestleMania Triple Threat bout are evenly well-rounded and dangerous inside the squared circle, making it difficult to pick a clear winner. Paul Heyman's being in Punk's corner has made it interesting, as fans will see Paul in the dilemma of choosing between Reigns and Punk. However, things took a shocking turn when Paul Heyman surprised the world by betraying both Reigns and Punk and revealing Seth Rollins as a new client. While speaking on his Not Some Wrestling podcast, analyst Sam Roberts supported the theory that Rollins was a secret Heyman guy. There are some people wildly speculating. I saw a graphic on Instagram. What if Paul Heyman has to do the favor by being in Punk's corner, so Roman Reigns already feels betrayed, and then Heyman betrays Punk and is in the corner of Seth Rollins? What if at the end of that match, Seth Rollins wins because Rollins is the newest Heyman guy? Doesn't work for me. I don't think that would be it, and it won't be where I would go, but is there a possibility? Hell yeah, it's a possibility. Is it worth talking about? Absolutely, Roberts said. With WrestleMania 41 on the horizon, it will be interesting to see who will stand tall with their hand raised as the winner at the Night 1 main event between Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. The Sunday may finally be setting on the era of the tribal chief. In what has sent shockwaves through the WWE universe, Roman Reigns has subtly, yet unmistakably, confirmed that WrestleMania 41 will mark the end of his run as the head of the table. The stoic, commanding leader of the bloodline, who has held the undisputed WWE Universal Championship for over 1,300 days, dropped several hints during a recent emotional sit-down interview and subsequent social media teases. While he didn't say the word retirement directly, fans and insiders alike are reading between the lines, and the message feels crystal clear. It's not just about titles anymore, Reigns said in the interview, his usually iron gaze softening for a moment. It's about legacy. It's about knowing when to step back from the fire before you get burned. Roman Reigns has long been the architect of his own narrative, blending reality with storyline in a way few others have mastered. Since adopting the persona of the tribal chief in 2020, he transformed from a polarizing figure to arguably the most dominant and compelling character in modern wrestling. His run has been a masterclass in character evolution, ruthless, tactical, and soaked in family drama that kept fans riveted. But behind the bravado and dominance, Reigns has increasingly hinted at the weight of his crown. In recent months, Roman has been selective with his appearances, focusing on high-profile premium live events rather than the grueling weekly grind. During these appearances, there has been a noticeable shift in his tone. He speaks more frequently about his family, about paving the way for the next generation, and about the importance of knowing when to pass the torch. WrestleMania 41, Reigns said, pausing thoughtfully, feels like a good time to close this chapter. Not because I have to, but because I choose to. It's a declaration that has sent chills through the WWE locker room and fandom alike. The question isn't just if Roman will step down, it's how he will choose to do so. There's poetic symmetry in the timing. WrestleMania 41 is expected to be one of the grandest editions yet, with speculation swirling around Las Vegas as the host city, a place known for showdowns, high stakes, and the drama of final bets. For Roman Reigns, a man who has gambled everything to become the face of WWE, the setting feels almost too perfect. Sources close to WWE creative have whispered that Reigns himself has been deeply involved in crafting the final chapters of his reign. He wants it to mean something, to carry emotional weight, to cement his legacy not just as a champion, but as a generational storyteller. It's about moments, Reigns has said repeatedly. Championships come and go, but moments live forever. Fans are already speculating wildly about what that moment might be. Will it be a final clash with Cody Rhodes, completing the American Nightmare's long journey? A family war with Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline's silent enforcer turned ambitious heir? Or even a dramatic reconciliation or collision with Jey Uso, the man who once knelt at the feet of the tribal chief but eventually walked away to find his own path? No matter the opponent, the implications are staggering. Roman's subtle announcement feels like a signal not just to fans, but to his Bloodline family on screen and behind the scenes. His reign, for all its dominance, has always been about legacy and succession. Adding fuel to the fire, Paul Heyman, the ever-loyal wise man, has offered cryptic comments of his own. Every dynasty, every empire, faces its final sunset, Heyman mused during a backstage segment. But what makes the tribal chief different is that he decides when the sun sets. Not fate. Not destiny. Roman Reigns will dictate his own conclusion. These breadcrumbs have been too consistent to ignore. And Roman's own social media activity has only amplified the speculation. In recent weeks, he's posted reflective photos with his children, family members, and even a behind-the-scenes snapshot of his debut as the tribal chief, accompanied by the caption, "Every story has a beginning. Every king knows his reign must one day end." For a character so deeply rooted in pride and control, these gestures feel almost like a farewell tour, understated yet deliberate. The locker room, too, is reportedly abuzz. Behind closed doors, respect for Roman's impending decision runs deep. Many superstars have credited him with elevating not just the main event scene but the entire company during challenging times. His work during the pandemic era, where he carried the company through empty arenas and uncertain futures, is viewed as nothing short of heroic. One superstar, who wished to remain anonymous, shared, "Roman changed the game. He made being champion mean something again. If he's really walking away after WrestleMania 41, it's going to be emotional for all of us. But it's also going to be epic." Epic feels like an understatement. WrestleMania 41, already shaping up to be a spectacle, may well become the most emotionally charged event in years. The thought of Roman Reigns walking down the aisle, one last time as the tribal chief, flanked by Heyman and the Bloodline, with the entire WWE universe acknowledging him not just as their champion, but as their greatest leader, it's the kind of moment that transcends championships and records. It becomes mythology. And perhaps, that's exactly how Roman Reigns wants it. He has often said, "Greatness on a different level. God mode engaged." But now, it seems Roman is preparing to exit God mode not because he is forced to, but because he has reached a level few ever will, and can now walk away on his own terms. Whether it ends with his hand raised in victory, or in a torch-passing loss that crowns a new era, one thing feels certain: WrestleMania 41 will be remembered as the night the tribal chief took his final bow. As Roman himself might say, with that signature smirk, "Believe that."